Cruises are supposed to feel easy. You unpack once, see multiple destinations, and let the ship do the rest. But a lot of passengers make small mistakes they think are harmless, and some of those mistakes can cost real money, trigger security, or create serious problems on board. A few can even get you removed from the ship, and one of them can delay the entire cruise because of you. So before your next sailing, here are the cruise mistakes you really do not want to make. Number 1. The mini bar trap. That mini bar in your cabin looks innocent. A cold soda, a snack, a quick grab late at night. It feels convenient, and that is exactly why it catches so many people. What most passengers do not realize is that minibar items are often priced far higher than what you would pay anywhere else on the ship. And in most cases, they are not included, even if you paid for a drink package. The real problem is not one item, it is the pattern. You take one drink because you are tired. The next day, you grab a snack without checking the price. Then you do it again. By the end of the trip, those tiny charges have quietly turned into a bill you never expected. That is how the minibar gets people. Not with one big hit, but with small charges that feel too easy to notice in the moment. The safest move is simple. Get your drinks from the bars or restaurants where your package actually works. Use room service if it is included. And if your cruise line allows it, bring approved snacks with you. On a cruise, the little purchases are often the ones that do the most damage. If you want to avoid expensive cruise mistakes like this on your next trip, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell. Number 2. Free items that are not free. Some things in your cabin feel like they are part of the package. The robe, the pool towel, maybe a few other items that look more like gifts than ship property. That is where people get into trouble. Because on many cruises, those items are not free to take, and the ship may know they are missing before you even leave. A lot of passengers assume no one will notice, but modern cruise operations are built around control, tracking, and inventory. So when an item disappears, it can show up later as a charge on your account. And that is when the mistake stops feeling small. A robe that looked like a nice souvenir can suddenly cost far more than you would ever pay for it on land. The worst part is that many people do not realize what happened until they review the bill near the end of the trip. The smart move is to ask before taking anything. Small toiletries are often fine. Larger items usually are not. And if you really like something, many cruise lines will sell it to you properly. That is always better than finding out later that your free souvenir was never free at all. Number 3. Cabin damage charges. The moment you walk into your cabin, it is tempting to make the space feel more personal. Birthdays, honeymoons, anniversaries, family trips. A few decorations can make the room feel special. But cruise cabins are not built like hotel rooms, and that is where a lot of people make an expensive mistake. Tape, sticky hooks, glue dots, and adhesive decorations can damage cabin walls and surfaces much more easily than you think. Cruise ship interiors are designed for a marine environment, and even a small mark can mean extra cleaning, repairs, or repainting. What looks like a harmless decoration in the moment can leave behind damage that the cruise line documents after you leave. And once that happens, arguing about the charge usually does not go very far. The better option is to decorate without sticking anything to the walls. Use magnets if the walls support them. Use flat surfaces like shelves, desks, or counters. Keep it simple and safe. Because the last thing you want is for a fun celebration at the start of the cruise to turn into a repair bill at the end. Number 4. Smoking or vaping in the cabin or on the balcony. A lot of people think this is a small rule. It is not. Smoking or vaping in your cabin or on your balcony is one of the fastest ways to get into serious trouble on a cruise. It may feel private. It may feel like no one will know. But cruise ships are built to detect risk fast, and they do not play around with fire safety. The moment smoke or vapor is detected, things can escalate quickly. You may get hit with a heavy fine. If an alarm is triggered, the consequences can get even worse. And on some cruises, passengers have been put off the ship at the next port for exactly this. No refund, no sympathy, no second chance. Because from the ship's point of view, this is not about convenience. Fire at sea is one of the worst emergencies a crew can face. The rule is simple and not worth testing. Only smoke or vape in the designated areas. Those spaces are clearly marked for a reason. Ignore that rule, and you are gambling with far more than a warning. Number 5. Opening the cabin door and balcony door at the same time. This one surprises a lot of first-time cruisers because it sounds so harmless. You open the cabin door, then the balcony door, just trying to get some fresh air into the room. Maybe you want to cool things down or enjoy the breeze for a minute. But on a cruise ship, opening both doors at the same time can create a dangerous rush of air in seconds. Ships rely on controlled airflow, and when that balance is broken, the cabin can turn into a wind tunnel. Doors can slam with force. Loose items can fly across the room. Important papers, wallets, or even passports can disappear before you have time to react. And it is not just your belongings at risk. Fingers and hands can get caught when a heavy door snaps shut. The fix is easy once you know it. Never leave both doors open at the same time. Open one, close it, then open the other. It sounds small, but on a moving ship, small habits can have very real consequences. Number 6. Leaning on balcony railings. A cruise balcony feels calm. The ocean is open. The air feels amazing. You step closer, lean forward a little, maybe to take a picture or enjoy the view. And that is exactly why this mistake is dangerous. It feels relaxed, right up until something changes. Balcony railings are barriers. They are not supports. They are not seats. They are not something you should climb on or lean your full weight against. The risk is not only the height, it is the movement of the ship. A sudden gust of wind, one bad step, or one distracted moment. Add alcohol, and the margin for error gets even smaller. What felt safe one second can turn into a disaster the next. So keep it simple. Enjoy the view, but keep your body back and your footing solid. Do not lean. Do not sit. Do not climb. A cruise balcony is one of the best parts of the trip, but only if you treat it with respect. If this video is helping you so far, take a second to like it. It really helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Number 7. Bringing banned electronics and power items. Packing for a cruise makes people think about convenience. You want extra outlets, wrinkle-free clothes, and the same setup you use at home. So passengers throw in an iron, an extension cord, or a power strip and assume it will be fine. But on a cruise ship, some of those everyday items are treated as safety risks the moment they are spotted. That is because your bags are screened before you ever reach your cabin. Cruise lines are looking for items that can overheat, start fires, or interfere with the ship's electrical system. And if they find one, it may be confiscated before your vacation even begins. In some cases, you get it back at the end. In other cases, you may not. Either way, you are now starting your trip frustrated, missing an item you planned to use, and learning the rules the hard way. The safer move is to bring only approved devices. If you need more plugs, use a basic non-surge adapter if your cruise line allows it. If you want your clothes looking sharp, use the onboard laundry or pressing service. A cruise ship is not the place to assume home rules still apply. Number 8. Leaving the Do Not Disturb sign up too long. Everyone wants privacy sometimes. That Do Not Disturb sign feels like the easiest way to get it. No knocks, no interruptions, no housekeeping coming in while you are trying to relax. But on a cruise ship, too much silence from one cabin can start to mean something very different to the crew. If your cabin stays closed off for too long, staff may begin to see it as a welfare concern instead of a privacy request. And at that point, your sign may not stop them from checking. The crew is trained to notice unusual patterns because they cannot afford to ignore the chance that someone inside may need help. So what feels like protecting your space can end up bringing exactly the kind of attention you were trying to avoid. The smart way to handle it is to use the sign when you need it, but not for a full day, without a break. If you want longer privacy, communicate that clearly through guest services. On a ship, the crew is not only protecting comfort, they are also protecting safety. Number 9. Flushing the wrong items. This mistake sounds basic, but it causes more trouble than many passengers realize. Cruise ship toilets do not work like the ones at home. They use strong vacuum systems and narrow pipes, and that means they can handle a lot less than people assume. Wet wipes, paper towels, feminine products, diapers, and other non-toilet items can cause major blockages. Even products that say flushable can create problems once they enter a ship's plumbing system. And the moment one clog becomes serious, the issue can spread beyond your cabin. Nearby bathrooms can back up. Bad smells can spread. Maintenance crews may have to deal with a messy and expensive problem in the middle of a voyage. The safest rule is easy to remember. If it is not plain toilet paper, do not assume it belongs in the toilet. Use the bin. Cruise plumbing is not only your problem when it goes wrong, it can become everyone's problem very quickly. Number 10. Posting your trip in real time. You are on a cruise. The views are beautiful. The ports are exciting. The whole trip feels worth sharing right away. So you post a picture, a story, maybe a quick update showing exactly where you are. That feels normal now. But posting your cruise in real time can reveal more than you think. A photo can expose your location, your routine, and the fact that your cabin is empty. A reflection can reveal a cabin number. A boarding document in the background can show details you never meant to share. And once that content is online, you cannot control who sees it. Most people think they are only posting for friends, but public clues can travel much farther than expected. The better habit is to capture the moment now and post it later. Turn off location tagging. Check every image before you upload it. Be careful with what appears in the background. Sharing memories is great. Sharing your exact movements in real time is not always worth the risk. Number 11. Treating the crew poorly. A lot of passengers underestimate how much the crew affects the entire cruise experience. They are the people cleaning your cabin, restocking what you need, handling requests, solving problems, and often fixing little issues before you even notice them. And while they remain professional, they absolutely notice how passengers treat them. When someone is rude, dismissive, or impatient, it does not always create open conflict. Instead, it often changes the feel of the trip in quieter ways. Service may seem slower. Requests may feel less smooth. Helpful extras may never happen, not because the crew is trying to punish anyone, but because effort naturally follows respect. The opposite is also true. Passengers who are kind and polite often find that things go better all around. So do the simple things well. Say hello. Say thank you. Be patient when things are busy. Treat crew members like people, not background staff. On a cruise, the tone you set with the people helping you can shape far more of your vacation than you realize. Number 12. Trusting the cabin safe too much. That safe in your cabin feels like the obvious answer for valuables. You set a code, close the door, and assume everything inside is protected. And yes, it is better than leaving important items out in the open. But many passengers make the mistake of trusting that little safe too much. Cabin safes are built for convenience. They are not the same as serious high-security storage. The bigger problem, though, is how people use them. They put everything important in one place. Passport, cash, jewelry, cards, documents, all together. That feels organized, but it also means one problem can affect everything at once. On top of that, many people choose obvious codes that are easier than they think. A smarter approach is to divide your risk. Keep some valuables in the safe, but not every important item in the same place. Use a strong code. Keep cash separate. And if the ship offers a more secure option for your highest value items, consider using it. Security is not only about locking things away. It is also about not making one spot your single point of failure. Number 13. Skipping the muster drill. This may be the most underestimated mistake on the entire cruise. The muster drill is not exciting. It interrupts your day. It feels repetitive. And because of that, some passengers delay it, ignore it, or treat it like something optional. It is not optional. And skipping it can create problems far bigger than most people realize. The muster drill exists because in a real emergency, confusion costs time, and time matters. Every passenger must know where to go. The crew must know that every passenger completed the process. When someone misses it, the ship may have to pause other operations while crew members track that person down and confirm compliance. That does not only affect the passenger who skipped it, it can affect the experience of everyone on board. So when it is time, do not put it off. Show up. Pay attention. Learn your station. Because this is one rule that is not about convenience, comfort, or personal choice. It is about safety for the entire ship. Ignore it, and you are not only risking your own trip, you are creating a problem for everyone else too. Most cruise mistakes do not look serious when they begin. That is what makes them dangerous. They start as small choices, bad assumptions, or moments where convenience feels easier than caution. But on a ship, little mistakes can carry bigger consequences than people expect. The good news is that nearly all of these are easy to avoid once you know what to look for. A little awareness can save you money, stress, and problems you do not want anywhere near your vacation. And that is often the difference between a cruise that feels smooth and one that turns into a list of regrets. And if you want more cruise tips that can help you avoid costly mistakes on your next trip, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell so you do not miss the next video.